Leo ilikuwa Labor Day, lakini viongozi ngozi wameamua kuigeuza tu political day ya Tutam.
Tutam! Tutam! Tutam!
Tutam ya mama yako.
Nadhani ngikotu ni independent body until nikasikia Mr. Atwoli ukisema Tutam. Uwezi bonga kuhusu industrialization bana useme kuna kampuni zinafungwa, tukiongelelea kina Mobius, tuangalie kampuni kama Samasos, tuangalie kampuni kama Coco, zingine mingi. Uwezi bonga kuhusu industrialization, uwezi bonga kuhusu Mkenya anakatwa tax, anakatwa SHA na do ina lost kweli baba. Uwezi bonga kuhusu manyumba. Umewadi position for long tangu 2001 bana, hata kabla tuzaliwe na bado uko hapo. Correction. Watu wazeeke vizuri.
When Atwoli stands on Labor Day, a day that represents the interest of the Kenyan worker, and chants Tutam, does he come out as somebody who is representing or somebody who is speaking for the Kenyan worker, or somebody who is simply speaking for himself? Because as a trade unionist and somebody of Atwoli's caliber, in places where the constitution is followed and rules apply to everybody uniformly, such a person should not be partisan.
Today is Labor Day. The happy part, I don't think it's really there, so we can't say happy Labor Day because the laborers in Kenya are not happy. It is so evident. Laborers in Kenya are not happy. A wage laborer is not happy. Someone on a pay slip is not happy. And I wonder when someone says that the government is doing everything it can to make life easier for a normal mwananchi, for a common mwananchi. Uongo. You're not doing everything you can. I just want Kenyans to know that payslip yako sahi inakatwa mpaka tunaanza ku create means za ama wachukuage yenye wanatubakishia wanatupea yenye wanakata, because it doesn't make sense. But budget ya State House imekuwa raised 4 times from the previous regime. 4 times. The office of the deputy president uses 8 million a day. 8 million a day. But anyway, one time. I want Kenyans to also know that housing levy, the government collects over 7 billion every month. 7 freaking billion every month. But when you want that house, they'll still ask you to buy. Anyway, one time. Ruto must go.
The Kenyan worker belongs to the 2-term and the 1-term. So what impression are you creating when you openly endorse a president's 2nd term, somebody who is oppressing people that you are supposed to be speaking up for, people that you are representing, people that are overburdened by taxes and the cost of living? As somebody who should be advocating for fair policies for the Kenyan worker, increase of salaries, and ensure that the government does not take advantage of this worker, what impression do you create when you become so political? Because KOTU is not an independent body as it stands. Because Atwoli has to eat with every government that comes in for him to continue being the Secretary General of that organization until the day he closes his eyes permanently. And this oppression, it is just how it is curated. Because people like Atwoli have come up with a system where you cannot oppose them internally. The only way it can be removed is through politics, through the president, ordering that he steps down. And that is what he's protecting. Not this person, not the mamamboga, not the makanga, not that matatu driver. And that essentially is what the hell is wrong with this country.
Leo we are going to break down how this government have failed the workers of this country, because hakuna vile tunasema happy Labor Day. Where we are being happy for what? Can we start by remembering that the person who leads KOTU has served 4 presidents? This is the oldest. Yani si generation yetu ya millennials na Gen Z tulizaliwa tukampata hapo, bado wako hapa sahi akivaa diapers. The person that is supposed to be fighting for the rights of workers, dignifying workers of this country, continues to align and support and become a complicit person of this regime that continues kugandamiza na kufinyilia wakazi wa hii nchi. Kwanza tuanze na hapo, because he's a reflection of who we are as the workers of this country. As Francis Atwoli continues to lead KOTU, he's a reflection of who we are as the workers. Tumechoka kama yeye tu, kama yeye amechoka, shwali sisi tutapata.
It's going to be a long day of lies. A long day of us listening to lies. The most unfortunate bit of this is that the lies are being told in one of the prestigious schools in this country. Mumefanya tukalipa school fees, watoto wakafungua shule, wako very peaceful in school, and then now you come with your lies. I want to ask, watoto wetu wako wapi? At this very moment where the lies are being told, where are they? Wako kwa dormitory ama wako kwa darasa? Where are they? Where are the children? Was this decision to hold the Labor Day celebrations an emergency? Enye ilikuwa decided jana usiku. Kwa sababu if you have this county where you really want to hold the celebrations in, but haina facility yenye inaweza hold such a function, why would you still insist on taking it there? So that you disrupt our children's learning. Watoto wenyu nyinyi wako wapi? Where are your children? So sisi commoners, watoto wetu ndio mkuje muwa disrupt learning yao, mukisema mambo ya Tutam. I think Kenyans, we are not angry enough. We are not angry enough. We are not angry enough. We have just been listening to lies, and I'm glad the economic survey report is out. And we can actually just verify the numbers that you guys have been telling us. Mlisema mahindi production imeenda mpaka 75 bags. Professor Wende ulisema hivyo. 75 million bags. Economic survey is out. Inasema maize imetolewa 45.8 million bags. Where were you getting your 75 million bags? Where were you getting the statistic? Atwoli stands up and says, oh, Mheshimiwa Rais umetransform sugarcane sector. Which sugarcane sector has he transformed? The economic survey report says clearly that sugarcane production in this country has gone down. Has gone down by 2 million tons. 2 million tons. Tea production in this country has gone down significantly. Coffee production has gone down significantly. Na tuko hapa tukisema Tutam. You know, today is a day where imetengwa so that we celebrate workers. And I want to commend workers in this country. According to the economic survey, inasema around 388,564 people are employed in the manufacturing sector. Have you ever worked in any factory? Sijui kama ushai work kwa any factory. The conditions that these people work under, they can make you cry. Some work without protective gears. Some work under very risky conditions. Some people actually have lost their lives in the line of duty. This is not what we are talking about in these celebrations that are being held in an environment that is not conducive. Mulikuwa wapi hamjamaliza hiyo stadium? A whole county hamna stadium na mnatuambia mnasherekea. Mnasherekea nini? What is there to sherekea? What are you sherekearing? You know, when you look at statistics and you see what is happening in this country, you really wonder. You really wonder hata tunaelekea wapi. You really wonder where we are headed. Because you cannot turn a whole day that we ought to dedicate to workers and the sacrifices people make in this country just for the economy to run and make it a two-term event. Make it a praise and worship event. Oh, umefanya sijui nini nasha, affordable housing imefanya nini and the likes. Can we just do the right things when it is supposed to be done. Walimu wanafanya kazi na 17,000. Nikikuchukua wewe Atwoli, what can 17,000 do to you? What can it do to you? Hata nguo zile zenye ulikuwa una shop majuu kidance, is one of your shirts worth 17,000? And then you stand on a podium and expect us to be happy. But I was watching those people as they were marching. They really look frustrated, tired, hungry, emaciated. Workers in this country are suffering. But we take a whole day that we are supposed to be acknowledging the efforts of these workers and turn it to a praise and worship event, a Tutam event. Where else watoto wetu mumeenda mkudisrupt learning yao? Mbona hamkufanya hiyo event Brookhouse? Mbona mwezi enda mpeleke Peponi School au Makini School? Mtoto tu wa mnyonge ndo anaendelea kukua disrupted. You would have held that event in a county that has facilities to hold that such a function. Sometimes I look at our leaders and I really wonder, ama mnatuona tukiwa madwanzi sana, si ndio? Mnaweza tubeba tu venye mnataka, si ndio? Muende tu kwa shule ya watoto, wazazi wamelipa school fees, nyinyi muende mpeleke ceremony yenu huko.
Yo, let's talk about Vihiga County. Nimeona Vihiga County inaenda kuhost Labor Day. Nimeona mahali Vihiga County we are going to host Labor Day in Vihiga County. For the very first time, we are now hosting a government event. But it's so unfortunate kuona a county without even a company, without even a public company, even a company or even any company that can offer anyone jobs celebrating Labor Day. A county without even a stadium celebrating Labor Day. Mpaka mmechukua event mmepeleka kwa shule. You are planning to host the event in school premises, not in public stadiums. No, in school. Mmechukua event ya serikali mmepeleka kwa shule because hatuna resources, hatuna stadiums na mmenyamaza. A county with only one university, Kaimosi Friends University, which was established in 2020s. Ada ija grow. A very small school, a very small premise, account with only one referral hospital, level 3, Mbale, with the poor services, insufficient doctors. Hakuna madaktari Mbale hakuna madaktari. No. Alafu mnasema tuna celebrate labor. Which laborers are we celebrating? Which labor? Labor gani? And our brother are busy dying kwa mashimo za gold huko nyumbani because hawana kazi. Wanaingia kuchimba gold huko, wakichimba gold wanafunikwa na mchanga wanakufa because they are jobless, hawana kazi ya kufanya. And we are busy telling us that tuna celebrate labor. Which labor surely? Which labor are we celebrating in Vihiga? Someone like Mudavadi, you have been in government for so many years. Mimi nikizaliwa nimepata kama uko government ukiwa MP. Nikizaliwa up to now is 20 years, 25 years, 25 up to now man nimefika hapa 25 years. But you have done nothing in Vihiga County, nothing. Umekuwa mpaka prime minister, umekuwa mpaka deputy president siku moja. Sasa hizi umekuwa government for 4 years na Ruto. 4 years acting like prime minister manani. 4 years, but you have done nothing under 4 nothing under 4 years. You have done nothing. Claiming that when kingpin wa Hallelujah, but county yako yenyewe imefail. Your county has failed terribly. Imefail. No security, no jobs, nothing to celebrate about it. At nini? Labor. Which labor are celebrating in Vihiga County? Which labor? Hapo ukiongea nasikia wewe unakujua na Subaru inakuja Subaru. Ukiongea ukweli Subaru inakujia. Hata mimi mnikujie basi. Kama nimesema vibaya mnikujie. Because ukiambia watu ukweli wote ile tumna face kama community ama county mnakujua na Subaru inakukujia. Because we're talking the truth. County yetu imefail. While Vihiga County is just a small county, easy to manage, very easy to manage, small county, but iko among the poorest counties in Kenya. Vihiga County is among the poorest counties in Kenya by the way, kama mjui. Nothing's adding up in Vihiga. Vihiga atunanga hata Naivas hatuna. Juu watakuja kufanya nini Vihiga? While hakuna investors wengine hakuna. We don't even attract anyone kuja kuinvest Vihiga. We don't attract anything kuja kwa affect kwa nini? No companies, no resources, nothing. I need nothing to celebrate about labor. Hakuna tuambia tuna celebrate. What are celebrating as a labor? While our brothers are busy dying kwa mashimo za gold, tukuwafunikia huko. Because wana kazi ya kufanya, wanaenda kwa gold kuchimba na funikwa na mchanga inafunikia huko Vihiga County. Kama tuambia hapa tu leni. Labor, which labor is celebrating in Vihiga County? Mmechukua event mmepeleka mpaka shule because of hatuna stadium. Shame on you leaders. Shame on you event planners. Shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. Kuchukua event ya public event unapeleka kwa shule. While other counties are celebrating the events in public stadiums. Public stadiums. But nyinyi mmechukua because hamuna stadium mnapeleka shule. Bwana ambeni rais, mwambie rais Vihiga County hatuna stadium. Before kuja Vihiga County wajenge stadium ndio akuje. Mngemwambia Vihiga County don't have any stadium in Vihiga County. Kama utakuja Vihiga County jenga stadium ndio ukuje. But you people take it to the school. Because you are so greedy. Mmekula mpaka pesa zote. Ani makashangaa shua Vihiga County. Na iko na leaders. You have leaders here. Mudavadi umekuwa kwa serikali many years, but enda angalia kwa nini yako. Tuko na chairman wa KUPPET, Mheshimiwa Mboko Milemba, chairman wa KUPPET, while the other teachers in your county are still not hawana kazi. Walimu kwa county yako wengine bado hawajalipwa kazi na government wako tu. Na wewe ni chairman wa KUPPET. Well, some teachers in Vihiga County, they are not even employed. And you call yourself KUPPET a chairman. Which chairman for what? Angalia county yako. No, I'm so much disappointed in Vihiga County. Leaders bwana nyata mmen. Hapana bwana. Very shameful.
This is the first time Vihiga County is going to host a national day. That's Labor Day. And it has been taken to a nearby national school called Chavakali Boys. I've been asking myself, what are the people of Vihiga County going to celebrate? A county that has got zero factory. I know a useless mind will tell me we have got Mudete tea factory. Go and ask if it's functioning. And if it has employed people there. A county that has no stadium. A county that has got only a level 3 hospital. One level 3 hospital. Now it's being referred to it as a referral hospital. Poor services, no doctors. The governor went there and constructed a very big morgue because he knew that his poor services, obvious people will die and they can go be piled in certain shelves in that morgue. That's what he did to them. Kudos to you, Mr. Governor. Now, such kind of event, it's supposed to be done or be held at a certain stadium, Mr. Governor. Where's the money the people of Vihiga? You are given that money. I know what happened. At least every county has got something to show off. You go to your neighbor, Kakamega, at least you can show something. But for you, none. What happened? They have decided to bring this thing as early as now so that to embarrass you. You are the so-called Kidundu Stadium, you lied to the people that it's going to hold Mashujaa Day in 1st of June. What happened? Nothing is being done there. This is an embarrassment. Majority of the people from Vihiga County, especially the young men and women, are lost in mine gold. They are mining gold from the other side of Muhudu, Mahanga, the forest somewhere. What happened? Does it mean they don't have leaders in this country? In their county especially. Someone like Musalia, you have been in power for the longest. Even the road that is heading to your home, it's President William Ruto that decided to do it for you. Sometimes less people say you are tribal. And just do something. Something that can even benefit you. That road was launched by Uhuru Kenyatta. Now it came and be relaunched by William Ruto. At least Kalami hapo. It's now heading to your home. What happened? Does it mean that you people are an embarrassment to the people of Vihiga County? That they should be regretting by then, by the way. There is a road all the way from Kapsabet, Chepsonoi, Kaimosi, you go all the way to Chavakali Junction. It's full of potholes. That is the shortest route for you going to Nairobi, for those who are coming from other side of Busia, Kakamega, yeah, that is the shortest route other than using the Kisumu highway. But it's full of potholes. When you use that road now, you'll go to Kapsabet and do wheel alignment before you go to the other side of Timboru and Nakuru. Where is the problem? So I feel like the president has decided to come and embarrass some of you and show you that you have failed as leaders. You being the prime cabinet secretary, let people also call you as a tribal. Don't behave that you are just a clean man. And where you come from, you are sleeping on a wire. Sitaki mattress. Give me just a gunia. Let me keep on sleeping on it. Is that what you want your people to be doing that? Even, can't you see that they have decided to take that thing to Chavakali boys because that is the only place they have seen is a good place? You have no stadium. You have nothing. So what will happen to these boys during that day? Because now schools have already been opened. What's going to happen to them? Hiyo siku itaisha hivyo because there is something being held there. Or you are going to give them the t-shirts, the UDA and capes. Go tell them now, go and be shouting Tutam, watoto wa shule. There is nothing the people of Vihiga are going to celebrate about this Labor Day. This is an embarrassment. This is a disgrace to them. They elected some of you, but there is nothing you have done. Your Excellency, these people are not yet to be called even leaders. You should call them out. Nothing good is coming out of them. I don't know where they came from. Be it from the governor, senator, you go to women rep, you go to the MPs in those areas. In fact, the MPs now, they are the ones that are useless. You go to schools, they are not there. A county that a certain polytechnic was just upgraded the other day and be called a university, the Kaimosi University. Go and look at it. It has no facilities. It's not something close to be called a university. And if you think I'm lying to you, one of these fine days during the dry seasons, go and visit that area. People will feel like you are from watching Safari Rally. Very dusty. The governor is there telling them he wants to be a senator again. Oh, yeah. Screw.